Key action number 5. Key action number 5 is hold on to your investments if possible. I just thought this picture was kind of funny. I have no idea what's happening there. Why is there a boy on the sheet? Don't know. But he is holding on for his dear life. And that's what reminded me of this, is just, what happens is when the economy goes down, obviously stocks go down. Many times, not all the time, and in some economies it doesn't quite happen like this, but housing prices can go down as well. And so then your investments in those areas are in jeopardy. The impulse is to sell, get rid of the investment. The problem is, when you think about long-term investments like stocks, like mutual funds, like property, all those things, the principle is you are getting the benefit over a long term, okay? If you sell when they're low, then you lock in the loss. You don't give it a chance to gain over time. So that's why you only sell, again, general advice, only sell in extreme need of cash flow, because that's the benefit of selling, is that now you have cash, okay? Now, the nature of any economy is that it goes up and down, and so will your investments. So it's right now, instead of making decisions out of fear, let's talk about how would you plan on what to do with your investments. Okay, I don't know your specific situation, so I'm not going to tell you specifics, but I am going to give general red flags, okay? So the first thing to do is you're trying to decide if you need the cash flow, basically, right? So if you can cover, if you do your spending plan, do the key action number 4, look at what your needs are, make sure you're covering your needs. If you have money left over, cover your priorities, get some financial goals going. If you have more money than you have wants, right? So if you have the money for those things, as long as you have money to cover your needs, you're good, okay? Hold on to those investments so they can actually build you wealth over time. Now, if you say, I'm looking at what my needs are, and I'm nowhere near, okay? So sometimes the investment includes, like if it's an investment property, there's rent that needs to be paid and all of this kind of stuff. Maybe you can actually make those things come together, my income and what those needs are. That would be, now I need to talk to a professional. I need to talk to an expert to see what my options are. We all have the resources. The government's been great. Again, that stimulus package. We have mortgage relief. We have all kinds of things that we can do that will give us the opportunity to be able to kind of give us some wiggle room. Obviously, if you have a mortgage, one of the things that you can do instead of doing the relief, the holiday, is to ask to go on interest only. Because if you do the mortgage holiday, please understand that the bank will get their money. They are not going on a holiday of getting your money, and so the interest still gets accrued. So it's better to pay interest only if you can. That way you're not increasing the size of your debt over time. So that's just a little nugget. So if it comes to your investments, try to hold on to it as long as possible, and try to decide based on if you need the cash flow, whether or not you need to do that. Not the value of your investment right now, because it will go up eventually.
For more financial tips, advice, and education, like, follow, and subscribe.